Lizard. Lizard.
The ads on Twitch are hella borked right now. Are we still in ads, chat? Are we still in ads or are we free? Are you guys free yet? I don't know if you guys are still in ads. So what do we do? Maybe? Maybe question mark? I don't know. I don't know either, man. My OBS is telling me you guys are in ads, but my bot is telling me you're free, like a bird. Free. Oh, we're free. Okay, good. Hi. Sorry, my voice is fucked, chat. I don't know if you can hear it. Voice is straight fucked. Hi. Oh my goodness. Hi, chat. Oh my gosh, look. Is that my chat? Is that my chat? Oh my. Oh my, that's my chat right there. Wow. Wow. I can tell it's gone. Shh. Don't tell them. It's a secret. They're not supposed to know that the voice is gone. That's wild. Strider, why would you out me like this? Gosh. Am I an ad? Yes, you are. Hi, everybody. Oh my goodness. My good golly gee willikers. Good golly gee willikers, chat. Wow. Thank you so much for the 7 months, Top Gunner. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Thank you. Welcome back from ad jail. Twitch the second time. Damn. Kaiju beamed too much over the weekend? I think so, guys. I think so. It was crazy. It was wild. It was crazy. I have so much to tell you. We got so much stuff to get into. It was so good. How was your guys' weekend, though? Let me say hi. What are we gonna do today? We're gonna talk about TwitchCon today. I just got back to last night at like 11 p.m. We have streaks now. Yeah, we have streaks now. I was never okay. So this is a Twitch only thing. It's not on the YouTube side, but we now have stream streaks where you guys can show how many streams you've made it to in a row. I never got select over the last 2 years. They've been rolling this out in the beta test. Not once did I get picked. And I was like, damn, Twitch, damn DJ Clancy, that's fucking shit. Pick me. I want streaks. I wanted these so bad. Now we have streaks, guys. If they work, they tend to be janky for me. They fixed some things with stream streaks. They added a feature where if you miss one, if you go and you click on the VOD and you watch like a few minutes of the VOD, you get your streak back. So you can hold a streak by watching VODs. I think it's really cool. I think it's a really neat feature. Yeah. Let's say hi to everybody real quick. Let's say hi to everybody. Hi, new type. Hi, Lycan. Hi, I only follow bottoms. Wow. Yeah, I did enjoy TwitchCon. Thank you. And then we'll go through all the check-ins on Twitch here. Wow, there's so many people here. Eric, hi. Hi, Strider. Hi, Alti. Hi, Draco. Hi, Sky Slayer. Hi, Edge Runner. Hi, Barbatos. Hi, Ginger. Hi, Paleo. Hi, Red Scotsman. Hi, Kratos. Hi, Yamday. Hi, Top Gunner. It's the crispy Kaiju. I'm not sunburned. I am not. I will have you know, I am 0% sun. Well, no, all I got was like mildly toasted, like mildly toasty, but like no sunburn whatsoever. Thank you very much. The rasp sound is kind of good though. Well, thanks. That was me blowing my voice out all fucking weekend is what resulted in this. You guys get a very raspy kaiju Kanajo. More like kaiju bro no Joe. I don't know. Kaiju bro no Joe. Chai, you get raspy. Hi, Top Gunner. Hi, Goon Platoon. Hi, Chachi. Hi, Bacon. Hi, Mr. Panda Man. Hi, Kage. Hi, Skyfire. Hi, Taria. Hi, Asian Garfield. Hi, Cynical. Hi, Evil. Hi, Rocket. Hi, Deadeye. Hi, Fallen. Hi, Lucky. Hi, Terrain Buff. Hi, Rand. Hi, Penguin. Hi, Xenon. Hi, Archival. Hi, Hear You. Hi, guys. Hi, Shin. Hi, 16. Hi. Glad to have Maki streams again. We'll have to grab the bot of this. You're stuck in meetings today. Oh no, Lucky! That sucks, dude. That sucks. Her raspy voice kind of sounds like Hara, honestly. Maybe I swapped bodies with Hara Ray Soul. You never know. You never know. I may or may not have swapped bodies with Hara Ray Soul. This might be a Hara stream. She's just taken over my body. Cthulhu Lord, thank you so much for the 6-month sub and for kicking off a hype train. Damn, bro. Damn. Choo choo. Let's go. Choo choo. Who am I again? Fox. I don't know. Who am I? Who is this? Sup, D? Hi, D. How are you? Hi, guys. We're back. We're back for good. I have no plans on leaving you again. And look. All right. I understand that I was gone for a really long time, chat, but can we just appreciate that even though I was out of the country for an entire week, and then I was busy working for an entire week, and then I went to TwitchCon for basically an entire week, and I was gone for 3 weeks straight, at least I didn't pull a father move and disappear forever when I said I was going to get the milk. I came back with the milk. They're right here.
I really appreciated that.
Yo! Hang on, train buff. So, if you guys didn't notice, I posted a video of a train in the trains channel in the Discord server. But it is a very special video, chat. I can't show it on Twitch, but if you watch a little bit longer, there is a very special car that gets stuck waiting for the train. So I would like to invite you into my Discord server to check out the train video that I definitely took. Just for the video of the trains. I sound different. Yeah, my voice is so cooked, Fox. My voice is so cooked. Yeah. It's crazy. Hi, Widowmaker. Nice to meet you. First time watching you live. Well, welcome in. I appreciate it. This is not what I normally sound like. My voice is straight fucked. Yime Day, thank you so much for the 10 months. Thank you, thank you. Holy shit, guys. Thank you so much for the level 2 hype train. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. But yeah, check out the Discord. There may or may not be a funny video with some hot anime titties available for your viewing pleasure. And also a train. Frankly, I can't think of any better combination of things in this world, all right? I'm giving you all of the content you could possibly desire in my Discord server. I literally have a video of trains and anime titties in a singular cell phone video. What the fuck else do you want from me, chat? I can't cook any bigger than this. It's trains with anime titties. That's as good as it gets. This is peak, chat. Literally peak, okay? Literally peak. The only way, okay, I'll get into that later. I'll get into the blue Twitch blue Twitch car that was driving around later. Can I call you about the thing before you get started on stories? Yes, you can. You wanted to call me about a thing. Yes, hang on. We're pulling the mods on the phone. Hang on, chat. Hang on, chat. We're getting the mods on the phone. All right. What are you calling me about? Let me see. I'm calling you now. You better pick up. Oh, it's spooky sounding. Hello.
Yeah, but I think things are working this time, right?
Can people hear you? Is Discord quiet? Do you guys hear the mod? Everybody?
Can anyone hear me?
Oh, you're really quiet for some reason.
Oh.
Hey, hang on. Hang on.
All right.
We're gonna raise
I'll
it.
wait.
Raise it.
Okay.
Soft. All right.
Raise me up.
We lift you up.
Oh God.
So I can hear the mountains. All right, there you
I'm
go.
more
You should be
concerned
louder.
about being heard myself, not the mountain. But so real quick before you get to the story time, I know you know about it, but chat doesn't. So I told you about the thing, but I'll let everyone in on the short story time. So as everyone knows, Maki is doing her 2.0 stuff. And we also know that Maki has object permanence, so she only remembers things that she can physically see. So I know she's doing emotes, her models, a bunch of other stuff. But then I also realized that most of the time, you're still using your original Fugi, your Maki
1.0 Fugi? My 1.0 Fugi that I never changed.
Yep. So
my old ass 1.0 Fugi, and that model only lasted a month because it was so broken and scuffed. Let me tell you really quick, chat. The boobs on my original model, because I was like, I want to be a VTuber, but I'm poor. My first model, I drew the entire thing myself and I rigged the entire thing myself. And the boobs literally looked like if you picked up a piece of paper and kind of flapped it a little bit. That was the jiggle physics, guys.
She showed it a few times. It's incredible. But with that, I wanted to get her nothing crazy, but a new one. Because your one for your current model is literally just 2 still images that you go between.
Yeah.
So, and I figured also with all of your 2.0 stuff, that's probably one of the few things you forgot about. Was getting
I didn't even think about it at all. It wasn't on my list of things to do. Goblin Fia, thank you so much for the Prime sub. And it was so nice meeting you this weekend. Hello.
So, so I'll make it quick. So I wanted to get it to you early, and I'm like, I don't want to spoil anything because obviously you've been doing a good job at not leaking everything.
I haven't leaked anything so far, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, it's debatable.
Sort of, yeah.
But there is one thing you have shown off and have a full character sheet, reference sheet for, and that's Giga. And then, if you don't know, I'm a horrible mod. I watch other streamers besides just Maki.
Wow! I'm hanging up. He's gone. I've hung up on him. Wow, ban him! Ban him! Ban him, chat! Ban him!
Self-Maki.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I hung up on you. I was gonna ban you right now, but I've changed my mind briefly. Okay. Explain yourself.
I'll explain myself. I will actually put them in here just to be considered because they're awesome. If some of them, and you know of them, is one of the streams I watch a lot is Papa Mutt, Froggy Lock, and Radical Mari.
Yeah.
And there's an artist that does stuff for them called Golden Toast. And chat, you get to celebrate because now officially Maki has things done by a furry artist, so you all get to celebrate that. Technically, Maki has now furry art.
I'm not escaping the furry allegations, chat!
But,
I'm not escaping it!
I'm recording here, so it's nothing crazy. Yeah, I think you muted yourself for me again.
No, I'm here.
Okay. You're just noise gating yourself then.
Discord changed some settings to start noise gating. Oh no, it's furry time.
So I'll get it. I'll send you. And the nice thing is, it's also not static. It is an animated one. And when I saw it, I immediately went, I have to get one of these for Maki. And then when I found out that Golden Toast does commissions, I'm like, oh, I have to do this. So I'm sending you the first one now, which is the static. And then the next file, which is the one that had me in tears looking at, is the active one. And when I got the work in progress, I was actually crying from how fucking hilarious it is.
Chat, I need to show this to you. It's so good. It's so good. I have to add an entire screen capture, like a window capture for this one. Here we go. We're gonna put this in here. I'm not doxing anything. I made sure. I made pretty positive. I'm not doxing things.
I also put their coffee in there if anyone else wants to get to work. But I saw that and immediately went. And they knocked it out in like
Look
5
at
days.
this! Look at it! Oh, that's so cute! I love it so much, Strider! Oh my god! It's Giga, guys! He's wonderful! Thank you so much for getting this for me, dude!
I saw it, I'm like, that is...
peak.
I was like, that thing is literally like the embodiment of what we want Giga to be. We need to get that.
Oh, wow, dude. Thank you so much. Like, not once. So, if you guys don't know what Foogies are, when you do collabs with, if you've ever watched streamers, VTubers do collabs with other people, and you see like a little animated picture on the screen when someone's talking, but they're not actually like in the stream with their VTuber model, that's what a Foogie is. And I've never commissioned one because I never think about it because I can't physically see it because it's on someone else's screen. And I have...
Like I said, object permanence. He doesn't see anything.
Object permanence.
He doesn't see it, it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. I can't see it, so it's not real for me. So at no point did I ever consider commissioning one. I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing. Forgot it exists the entire time. Dude, thank you so much. This is so cute. I love it so much. Oh my god.
Like I saw that. I'm like, nope, we need that. We need that for Maki. We have to get that.
I appreciate it. He's so cute. And then here's the non-talking version.
Yeah, just the static.
He's so cute. Lionheart, thank you so much.
Is Giga getting shook?
I'll put it in there. You don't have to use it, but I am putting in the work in progress they sent me that actually made me lose my fucking mind.
Okay, I want to see. Oh, buddy!
The work in progress had me actually crying. I was laughing so hard.
I love him so much. I'm so happy, dude. Thank you so much. This is so kind of you. For real. Like, genuinely so kind. I can't believe you did this for me. Thank you.
Fine. No, it's fine.
Oh,
No,
I
no,
love him.
get onto your story. Get onto your story time so you can go back under your heat lamp and sleep the night away.
We have so much to talk about, chat. All right, I'm kicking this guy out of here.
Bye, Chad. I'm still working, so you better behave.
Say bye. There we go. Wow. Holy shit. Thank you so much, Lionheart, for the 17 months. Devil's Rose, thank you so much for the follow. Last Hope, thank you so much for the 22 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are crazy. You guys are crazy. I saw myself, that's crazy. I know, sorry, I just doxed all the people that I DM on Discord. You guys get to see who my most recent DMs are from. Wow, chat, wow. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. We're gonna tell stories about TwitchCon. You know, it's actually really funny that you were talking about that you got me a thing that's used by Papa Mutt because we were hanging out over the weekend and it was so much fun. Like, I can't believe Streamer doesn't use Streamer Discord mode. I can't stand it because if I'm trying to look for a message with somebody, how am I supposed to find them if it's in Streamer mode? I have object permanence. I don't know what people's profile pictures look like. Damn, bro. TwitchCon, from what I saw, was mixed. You sound like you're losing your voice, bro. It's crazy. I straight up, my voice is gone. It's shredded. It has been a very, very, very long weekend and a whole lot of talking to a lot of people. But we're gonna get into the stories of everything that happened at TwitchCon this year because it was. I know that there was a lot of videos that came out of TwitchCon talking about how terrible, terrible some of the things that happened at TwitchCon this year were. I would like you guys to know I did not experience any of those things. I was 100% safe the entire time. I had no run-ins with IRL streamers. I had no instances where TwitchCon staff was being rude to me. I had no instances where I felt unsafe or uncomfortable or bothered by anybody. I had a absolutely phenomenal weekend that was wonderful from start to finish. Like, it was great. I didn't even have the homeless dude throwing garbage at me this year like last year. Last year, there was, like, a homeless dude who was, like, living outside of my hotel, and, like, every time I walked to con, he would throw trash at me. And I was like, oh, okay. I guess this is my everyday now, dodging trash on the way to con or whatever. I can make that a reality for you next year. All right, Rat. All right. I'm holding you to it. Rat can sleep in the gutter in front of my hotel and throw garbage at me every time I go to con, okay? Yeah. I don't know where to begin. Do we begin by talking about the drama that happened at TwitchCon? Or do we talk about my TwitchCon experience? Because I feel like you guys probably want to hear my take and my experiences on some of the things that are really being talked about this year. So maybe we start with that, guys. Happy moments first? Happy moments first? Mine first? All right, sick. You're like, I'm sick of hearing all this bullshit about all this other drama that happened at TwitchCon. We want to hear about your stuff. Happy moments first. Okay, talk about my experience. All right, sick. I can introduce you to the homeless guy who tried to bring his shopping cart on the tram. Heck yeah, Stark. I mean, did he have cool stuff in it at least? We'll talk about my stuff at TwitchCon. So I told a lot of you guys about this before leaving for TwitchCon in the first place. I do need to pull some stuff up on the side. Here, let me get my browser open so that I can have slideshow reels that I can show you guys. Because we're going to talk about the most important and impactful thing that happened to me at TwitchCon this year. So as a lot of you guys know, I was rooming with some of my very, very close friends, 2 of my very close friends. It was the 3 of us all sharing a hotel room. I stayed with Ava Lamp, who is a member of Plamo Princess, my stream team, and Vil, her boyfriend. And, you know, we're really good friends. I met Ava for the first time at last TwitchCon. And ever since that, we have basically been inseparable friends, right? Like, her and I have talked in DMs every single week. We've done multiple collabs with each other. We hang out with each other all the time. She is one of my closest friends in the whole world. So we were hanging out. We decided that this year, because a lot of even though we're very, very close friends, our social circles, as far as the 2 of us go, don't have a huge amount of overlap. So we decided that we really wanted to room this year to make sure that we got like maximum amount of time that the 2 of us can spend together. Because when it comes to like conventions and stuff, especially ones that are as large as TwitchCon, it gets really easy to get like dragged out of the way one direction or the other, where like you wind up not spending as much time with your friends as you wanted to. But if you're rooming with them, you see each other every morning, breakfast, every night that you get back to the hotel, you're hanging out with each other until you go to sleep. So we literally had dedicated time that we were spending with each other every single day of the convention. And like obviously cuddles in bed. And I got so many Ava cuddles. You guys don't even know. I climbed right in that bed and I was like, it's Ava, I need booby time. I need hot VTuber later booby time. And so I was like crawling in bed and I was like, all right, Ava cuddle time, come here. So it was so much fun being able to room with her. But I do want to say that the most important and most impactful thing that happened at TwitchCon this year for me, right? Ava and Vil are great. They've been dating for about 2 years now. And this year at TwitchCon, Ava and Vil got engaged officially at TwitchCon this year. And I am so happy and excited for them. He proposed to her at TwitchCon this year, and I was there to witness it. And it was, I definitely didn't cry, chat. I didn't cry. That would be crazy if I started crying. That would be wild if I started crying. Mashable asked them for an interview to talk about their engagement at TwitchCon. It was so funny. Okay, so Vil had a group chat going on, preparing everybody to let them know that he was planning on proposing to Ava, right? So I was not fucking included in the group chat, okay? He didn't let me know. He kept it a secret from me. And I don't know if that's because Vil knows that I can't keep my mouth fucking shut. I'm terrible at that kind of thing. But he did not include me in the group chat. He kept it a secret from me. And so I would have linked it. Shut up, guys. You don't know me like that. You don't know me like that, all right? You don't know me like that. So what wound up happening was we were hanging out in the morning. We were vibing. We woke up. Ava went to go take a shower, and I'm laying in my bed, and I'm like browsing TikToks, you know, normal things that you do when you like wake up first thing in the morning. So I'm browsing TikToks. She's in the shower, and Vil rolls over across the bed, and he like leans, and he's like, shh, straight up like, shh. Keep a secret. And I was like, what? And then he pulls a ring out. And I'm like, I did not know until the morning of that he was proposing. So he looks at me and he was like, hey, just so you know, we need to be at the convention center at Artist Alley at 11 a.m. on the dot. So I need you to rush Ava into getting ready. And I was like, I got you, sir. I got you, sir. I got you. And so Ava gets out of the shower, right, chat? Ava gets out of the shower and she comes back into the room and she starts getting ready. You let Ava shower without you? You're not a good friend after all? We didn't shower at the same time ever, dude. We have different shower schedules, okay? Ava showers regularly. I shower once a year. Like, what do you take me for? What do you take me for, all right? Okay, so Ava gets out of the shower. And she's like getting ready, doing her hair, putting on her makeup. And she's like, how about we go out for brunch? You guys want to go out to a nice brunch place and like sit down and get coffees and have a nice breakfast together before we like make our way to the con? And I was like, no, I would like to meet some friends out there. So what if we just got like coffees to go and we went to the con and like a bagel to go? And she was like, oh, okay, I guess that's fine. And Bill's like, yeah, I don't want a whole breakfast. I would like something small and snacky to go, like, right away. And I was like, yeah, small and snacky to go. Like, we gotta make it to the con. We got people to meet. And then Ava's getting ready some more, and like, she's trying to plan her outfit, and she's coordinating, and she's like, I wonder what I'm gonna wear today. And I was like, what if we dressed really cute today, Ava? Ava, what if like, just for funsies, we put on our cutest outfit, okay? Like, we put on some really cute outfits today. That sounds really nice. What if we dressed really cute? You know what this girl puts on? She puts on a "Don't Pilot Me, I'll Come" shirt. And Gundam shoes. I look at her, okay? I shit you not. I look at her, and I was like, Ava, what if we wore really cute outfits today? And she was like, what are you talking about? This is cute. And I was like, yep, you're totally right. It is cute, Ava. I can't fight it any further than this. Otherwise, she's going to know something's up. Like, I was like, I tried twice, chat, to get her to not wear the "Don't Pilot Me, I'll Come" shirt. Okay, but hear me out. Wedding day, over the dress, same shirt. John, no. The Gundam shoes were really cute, though. I will give her that. The Gundam shoes were peak. "Don't Pilot Me, I'll Come" shirt was a choice for getting proposed to. I did try to, like, softly let her know, but I'm not going to fight a girl if she wants to wear her Gooner shirt. Sometimes a girl's just gotta wear her Gooner shirt out, and like, there's not much I can do about it, right, chat? But yeah, that is the biggest highlight from the convention. So like, for the entire weekend, like, straight up the biggest highlight. So many people were there to say congratulations. Vexoria and Zolan came by to film it. Batty came by, Kira Raptor came by, Neko Miki was there. We were all there and watched her film it. So I was so excited and I was so happy, and I was like, I can't believe it. Like, big applauses. Am I going to be a bridesmaid? That would be so cute. I would love to be a bridesmaid. I don't know if they'll do a traditional wedding or not, or what they'll do. Dan Clancy needs to step up and pay for the wedding to be at TwitchCon, but yeah, A big congratulations to Ava and Vil. I'm so happy for them both. Genuinely, I'm so fucking happy for them both. That was the biggest peak highlight of TwitchCon, for sure. We're gonna have an ad break here in a second, guys. Did I finally meet my Oshi Vex? I like Vex. She's not my Oshi. I've met her before. I'm friends with Zolan. I don't ever talk to Vex. She's obviously very busy, but I'm friends with Zolan. Zolan and I talk not all the time, but we do talk. Careful of weddings at TwitchCon. Dudes can just walk right up to it. I mean, Wedding Crashers is a movie for a reason, all right, chat? Wedding Crashers is, in fact, a movie for a reason. It's not socially acceptable, but you can, in fact, just crash any wedding that you want. Zolan is my real life name. That's crazy. All right, I'm going to have a sip. I'm going to have some water, and then we're going to keep talking. Mm-hmm. Let me also say hi to some of these check-ins. Hi, Cryptid. Hi, Gundam Brawler. Hi, Matt. Hi, K-Dog. Hi, Lionheart. Hi, Dan. Hi, Razgriz. Hi, HK. Hi, guys. K-san is my Oshi. Yeah, that's right. K-san is my Oshi. My Oshi is, in fact, K-san. So, I have, like, 3. As far as, like, VTubers that I like K-san is my Oshi. I've gotten a chance to, like, interact with K-san very, very briefly in passing. Obviously, it's hard when, you know, she's in Japan. But K-san is absolutely my Oshi. I love K-san. K-san's fucking based. K-san's fucking based. Thank you for checking in, John. I appreciate it. You just got your STO2 Wing Starter deck? Hell yeah, new type. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Oh, it was so nice meeting you. Thank you for coming up and saying hi. I appreciate it, JFax. I do. Thank you for coming and saying hi to me. It was nice meeting you. Hi, RPG player. Hi, Last Hope. Thank you so much for the check-ins. Ads are almost done, and we'll get into telling some more stories. I'll walk you guys from about TwitchCon from start to finish once these ads are up. Hi, Serial Design. How are you? Puppy. Normally, when I'm streaming and we're doing Gunpla building, I'll put Puppy in his crate for the evening, so that like he just has like a place to chill out for like a couple of hours. I just like put him in his crate to chill out. But I missed him, chat. So we're having a free puppy today. Free puppy! But he's not free. He's expensive. But I just wanted him out here so I could pet him and love on him a little bit. But ads are up. You gotta go now. Go. Shoot. Go. All right. So, Last Hope, what the fuck, dude? Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Oh my gosh. Wow. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Potato. Hi, Miss Sinclair. It was great meeting you at TwitchCon. It was so nice to meet you. It was nice meeting you at TwitchCon this year. All right, here we go. We're back from ads. We're gonna start the TwitchCon story time from the beginning now. From the beginning. So, I've told this a couple of times. Last year, I went to TwitchCon, and for a variety of reasons, it was fucking awful, right? Hi, Shoujo Blade. How are you? Hello. For a variety of reasons, it was bad. I got the absolute short end of the stick last year at TwitchCon. I'd been streaming for a year, but I had only been like taking streaming kind of seriously for like maybe 6 months before going to TwitchCon. And I had a really bad time because I went and I was trying to meet people and I was trying to, let me turn my phone notifications off. There we go. I was trying to meet people and like I had a lot of just not fun situations where like people would look at me, they would look at my badge, and then they would like walk away from me mid-conversation, and I was like, who the fuck are these people? Who the fuck are these people? Who do you think you are? That's so rude. So many times it happened. And I know that one of my friends posted that she experienced very similar things. So I know it's not like out of the norm that, you know, maybe not everybody who goes to a convention designated for live streamers is the nicest people, obviously. We've seen in some of the drama that even happened this year at TwitchCon. Hi, Amy Zilla. Hello. Thank you for the check-in. Hi, Ramshackle. But that was last year. I will be happy to say I had an extremely different, like 180 degrees turnaround this year. This year at TwitchCon, it was so much fun. I had a absolutely wonderful time. So I got out there on Wednesday in the morning. I got out there really early Wednesday morning. I think I landed at like 10 a.m. And I was staying at a hotel with Ava and Vil, and obviously our check-in time isn't until like 3 p.m., 4 p.m., right? So Ava and Vil, their plane doesn't even land until 4 p.m. So it's just me by myself in downtown San Diego at 10 o'clock in the morning. And I dropped my bags off at the hotel, and I was like, oh, okay, well, what do I do for the day? Hi, Bullwrath, how are you? Hello, hello. So, as some of you guys know, I play Pokemon Go, like a lot. I play Pokemon Go a lot. And so I was like, you know what? I'm in downtown San Diego. I should play some Pokemon Go. I bet there's a lot of Pokestops around here. So I pull out my phone, right? And I step outside of my hotel room, and I'm like, ooh, look, a Pokemon. And I throw the ball, and I catch it. And then I take a couple of steps, and I'm like, oh, look, a Pokemon. And I throw the ball and I catch it. And I take a couple of steps. I'm like, oh, look, a Pokemon. Walk, walk, walk. Oh, look, a Pokemon. Walk, walk, walk. Anyway, chat. Eventually, I was like, I feel like Ava and Bill should be getting back soon and landing soon. So I should head back to the hotel. I wonder where I am. Because I have no idea where I am. I open my phone. Okay. I'm 4 miles away from my hotel. I'm 4 fucking miles away from my hotel. I bet the Uber wasn't cheap. I walked back. I walked back. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Proof Maki isn't out of shape, just lazy. Yeah, I will say, I will confirm, guys, that I got my notification. So if you haven't played Pokemon Go in a while, they have this thing built into the game where you get prizes, like special rewards every single week, based off of how many miles you walked in game. Or how many kilometers you walked. Mine's in kilometers. I don't know if you can set it to miles, but mine's in kilometers. There's 10K, 20K, and 50K, right? I walked 56 kilometers over TwitchCon weekend. I walked 7.5 miles every single day during TwitchCon. And the crazier thing is, at no point did I wear sneakers. I did all of that in platform sandals. Yeah. I never wore sneakers. I never wore running shoes. I wore platform sandals the entire time. And I walked over 50 kilometers on TwitchCon weekend, which is crazy. My girlfriend took a picture with you, Yuzu, and Numi for me on my phone. Did she really? Wait, what? She took a picture with me for you? Really? Your girlfriend came up to me and got a picture with me? That's great. I didn't know that. That's so cute. Ah! I love that so much. Someone give this poor girl a foot rub. Dude, my feet hurt so bad. So bad. Ma'am, you have an addiction. We can help you. Just talk to us. Shh. I got so many Pokemon, all right? I got so many Pokemon. You're so sad. I don't think I ran into you at the con. Day one, I was walking around dressed as a pirate. I didn't see anybody dressed as a pirate. Oh, dang. No, I don't think we ran into each other. I am hard to spot. I don't have any of my own merch. I didn't cosplay myself. I didn't have any of that. So I am kind of like a little bit blend in the crowd, I guess. Which I guess has its benefits and its downsides. You know, like it made it a little bit harder for people to spot and recognize me. But it did also kind of like have that, like, I'm kind of incognito. People don't really know who I am. So it made it a little bit safer for me. I did have my manager, not a boyfriend. It's just business, accompany me. So he did actually have to like bounce some people away from me at a couple of points, but it was nice because I had someone there who like explicitly, when people were being a little bit too much, was like, hey, she's got to go, sorry. And it was mostly like IRL streamers would kind of be a little bit weird. They're just like all over the place, dude, all over the fucking place. But so that was my Wednesday, right? Manager, I thought you were an indie. I am an indie. I have a private manager. He's my manager only. He's not in a company with anybody. I hired him to help me out and help me with emails. I was like, yeah, I need help, bro. Like, so I hired him specifically. He's not anybody else's manager. He's just a good friend of mine that I pay him to help me with stuff. So one of the big things, right? Lorsa, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Miss Kaiju, we see you survived TwitchCon. I did survive TwitchCon. I had a great time. So that was Wednesday, okay? We get to Thursday. Thursday, I was so excited. Chat. Hi, Longbeard. Hi, Azalin. How are you guys? Hello, hello. Hi, Beef Boy. Also, hi, Silent Weeb. I don't know if I missed that. Hi, how are you? We get to Thursday. And for those of you guys who don't know, Thursday is the partner party. And this was my very first year getting to go to the partner party, chat. And I was so excited. Like, I have never gone to the partner party before. And I was like, I don't even know what this entails. I don't know what this is. I don't know what's going to happen. So I was very, very nervous going down there. And I was like, because last year there was like, I was worried last year when I was an affiliate and I went to like a VTuber meetup, there was very clout chasey. People were like looking at your badge to like see who you were and like if you were worth talking to or anything. And like I was nervous. I was sweating bullets, chat. Like I was like, are people gonna like me? Are they gonna know that like I'm a smaller streamer even though I'm at the partner party? Like are they gonna like judge me? Like what's gonna happen? So I went with Ava. It sounds like a clout contest instead of a meetup. Right. Yeah. No, right. That's what I was nervous about. Druid Dude, thank you so much for the check-in. I appreciate it. Hi. So I went with Ava. And we both went to the partner party together. And she immediately went up to like a group of her own friends. And I was like, okay, like she's got her own friends here. Like I know them vaguely, but like I don't know them all that well. But like I want to meet people. And honestly, I feel like the biggest thing, if you're going to a convention and you're not specifically going to hang out with friends that you know, and you're trying to go to meet people, you know, you have to be willing to put yourself out there over and over and over and over again without any sort of like sense of shame or embarrassment or anything. Like just go out there and talk to people. And so I went up to the bar, I got my free drink and I chugged that thing and I was like, it's time. I'm gonna go talk to random people until I find people that are really cool. And that's exactly what I did. For like the first handful of hours at the partner party, I just walked around and talked to people, and I wound up like meeting so many awesome people. So many awesome people. A lot of them like regular streamers. I met like who all did I meet? Okay. So first and foremost, the first reason why I had a drink, there is a streamer that I'm a really, really, really big fan of, right? Heard stories of the party that the drinks were unguarded. Nah, I wouldn't say unguarded. No, they had them behind the counter. They had bartenders. At the partner party, they don't have drink covers though. You have to bring your own. That's the only thing. Hi, John. Hi, Blues. Hello, hello. At a lot of places, you have to bring your own drink covers. Like it's kind of like a bar, like a regular bar. You have to bring your own drink covers if you want a drink cover. They didn't like have those provided, and there was security making sure only Twitch partners got in. But I was walking around the partner party, and I was like dancing. There's like live music, and do any of you guys know who Peach Jars is? Because I spotted Peach Jars. And I immediately was like, I'm gonna say hi. I'm gonna say hi. I know she's with her friends. I know she's with her friends right now and hanging out and vibing. But like, fuck it. I'm gonna go say hi. And guys, like okay, so for those of you who don't know Peach Jars, she is a massive streamer. Like massive streamer, massive YouTuber, like massive rack OF girl. Like she is famous to a level that most people at TwitchCon are not. Like she should have her own entourage of bodyguards. Like she's famous. And I was like, I got balls. I'm gonna go say hi. I'm just gonna go up there and I'm gonna say hi. So I went up and I said hi. And she was so fucking nice. Doesn't she collab with Drumsy all the time? Yes, they have a YouTube channel together. Her and Drumsy have a YouTube channel together called The Dump Truck. Yeah. So I went up to her. I said hi. She was literally one of the nicest people that I've ever met. Not once was like, don't talk. Like, didn't even give off a hint of don't talk to me. Like, I don't want to be spoken to by other people. We literally sat, we chatted. Like, she was so sweet to me. Like, I was like gushing by the end of it. I was like, oh my God, I'm having a fangirl moment. And then that's when I decided to start the bit. 'Cause no party is fun unless you're playing a little bit of a prank on people, right? And like, Peach Jars is very popular for YouTube and very popular for live streaming, okay? But she's very popular for some very spicy content. And I discovered that there were, in fact, a lot of very popular, very spicy content creators at the TwitchCon partner party. So I did the only thing that a girl can do. I started asking every OF content creator that I recognized for a selfie together. And I started sending those pictures to Blind, being like, hey, look who I met. And then if he got their name right, I was like, how do you know that? How do you know who that is, Blind? Huh, buddy? How do you know who that is? You wanna answer some questions for the class? Huh? Hey, buddy, you want to tell us about some habits of yours? You want to share some information with the class there, my guy? So, that was the game that I started playing at the TwitchCon partner party. To be fair, I only found 2 spicy content creators that I did with that with. I got a picture with, I did with Peach Jars was one.
The real question is, how do you know who they are?
Well, buddy, every once in a while, you know, when a girl has a long day at work and it's really stressful and like things are really difficult in her personal life, sometimes she likes to go on the internet and she likes to rub one out. All right? So that's all I'm going to say on that matter. As one does. Gooners unite, chat! Gooners unite! So, I know a lot of them for research. Yeah, for research purposes. Who was the second one? So, the first spicy content creator that I met was Peach Jars. Okay. The second one, Amaranth. I literally, no balls. I saw Amaranth sitting by herself at a table, and I was like, okay, so this was a little bit later. This was towards the end of the night. Well then, I know. I'm scared to go with you next year. I wonder what, no shit. I wonder what, yeah. I'm surprised she was even there with all the drama she's had recently. Dude, here's what caught me off guard the most. Like, Amaranth has had a lot of drama. She's a streamer who is a very famous spicy creator, who has been in an almost inherently crazy amount of drama over the past 12 months. The thing that caught me the most off guard, though, so I wound up meeting up at the partner party with a handful of my friends. I was hanging out with Red Claw and Papa Mutt and Digi and Radia. Right. So like all the 4 of us were all kind of like hanging out together and chatting and having drinks. And I may or may not have fought Papa Mutt for a beer that he kept holding out of my reach and making me jump. What? Just stop. You can't just give Peach Jars a sub, bro. You can't just give Peach Jars a sub, bro. That's crazy. Oh my god. Thank you for gifting her sub. Holy shit, dude. They've gone and done it now, chat. They've gone and done it now. Oh, fuck. The mad lad. Oh, no. Okay, so here's what happened. I'm hanging out with Papa Mutt. I'm hanging out with Red Claw. I'm hanging out with who else was I hanging out with? Digi and Radia. And it's the 4 of us and we're all hanging out together. Papa Mutt has a beer and I really want it. And so I'm like, he's holding it at the top of his arm reach, literally making me jump to try and get this beer because he would not let me have it. And like, as I'm kind of jumping, we're kind of like off to the side, and right behind us is this kind of like little section of 4 tables, right? A little section of 4 tables. Or like 4 chairs, not 4 tables, 4 chairs sitting around a table. And I'm the only one facing the chairs. The rest of the guys are facing towards me. And I'm like jumping, and then I stop for a second because I see behind Papa Mutt, and I start whispering, and I'm like, oh my gosh, puppy, shut up, I'm telling a story. I start whispering. I'm like, wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Is that Amaranth? And they were like, they all like kind of like did the side eye where we're like, and they were like, no, it can't be. Because she was sitting there alone. No entourage, no friends, no security. And if you guys aren't aware of who Amaranth is, Amaranth is literally like the most famous OF girl on the planet. Like, if this girl has had multiple people attempt to break into her home before, like the fact that she is at this event without a single security person anywhere within eyeshot of her or any kind of entourage whatsoever, we were literally sitting there and we're like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. No security? Ain't no way. But yeah, it was. Anyway, probably Twitch doings, not gonna lie. No security was crazy. No, the sniper was in the other building. Yeah, she's gross. No, I'm not disagreeing with you here. I'm not disagreeing with you. Hi, Skullender, how are you? The last person that I wound up meeting. I left with Digi to go get another drink. And Papa Mutt and Red Claw wandered off. And so we got more beers and we came back to meet up with the rest of the group. And Papa Mutt and Red Claw were both talking with this girl that I've never met before. And like, I'm going to be crude with you here for a second, chat. I may or may not have been like 4 or 5 beers deep at this point. Okay. A normal amount of beers, chat. I was like 4 or 5 beers at this point, and I come back to the group, and Papa Mutt and Red Claw are talking with this girl in like a super, super sexy, like Jessica Rabbit-esque dress with the biggest rack I've seen in a while. And like, it's pushed up, she's got perfect cleavage, and I am immediately like, hi. And I was like, hello, you are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in your life. I have no idea what the color of her eyes are. I'm just like straight, like, you are the most beautiful woman I have ever seen in my life. Hi, it's nice to meet you. You're gorgeous. And she's like, no, shut up. You are gorgeous. Like, hi, it's so nice to meet you. And I was like, hi, like, I'm Maki. Who are you? And she's like, I'm Cottontail. And I was like, I gotta go, chat. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go, chat. What color are her eyes? I have no idea. I have no idea, chat. Oops. Oops. I knew it as soon as you said the Jessica Rabbit dress. I didn't know that she was wearing that. I didn't know she was wearing it. I realized after the fact that she had posted it on Twitter earlier before going. Did I get to see Kono? I did get to see Kono. Actually, chat, let me show you a photo that Kono posted. Speaking of Kono, speaking of doing this very silly thing of, finding different OF girls at the convention and taking pictures with them. Yo, Tria! Thank you for gifting a sub to Cotton. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Thank you for gifting a sub to Cottontail. I appreciate it a lot. I was gonna say, speaking of Kono, speaking of Kono, and did I have to go and rub one out when I met Cottontail? I did not, but she is beautiful. I will say she is like one of the most beautiful girls that I've seen. She's amazing. And she's so nice too. Like, I had no idea who she was walking up to her, and she was literally like so nice to me when I was chatting with her. I was like, I have no idea who you are. Let's just talk for a sec. And she's like, oh, by the way, I'm Cottontail. I'm like, oh, what? But I was gonna say, speaking of taking photos, Cotton will be happy to hear that you got Jessica Rabbit vibes from the dress. It was exactly what she was going for. It was gorgeous. It honestly made me feel bad for not dressing up more. I went in shorts and a sweater, and a pair of sneakers. I did not dress up at all. I didn't bring a dress. I didn't bring anything nice. I was like, honestly, my thought going to the partner party was I was already nervous enough going in and being afraid that that people weren't going to want to hang out with me, that I wanted to default to my most comfiest clothing, so that even if I wound up being kind of nervous and on my own, that I was comfortable and that I wasn't standing around uncomfy. Isn't it supposed to be a halfway fancy event? I don't fucking know. I don't know, man. Whatever, man. I wore shorts. They were cute shorts, but I wore shorts and a sweater, and I was like, I'm comfy enough. That's fine. I don't think anyone was dressed up like crazy. Cotton was definitely dressed up. Cotton was definitely dressed up well. I think everybody else was just kind of vibing. She definitely stood out, but she stood out in a good way, not in a bad way. She stood out in a beautiful way. But no, it was gorgeous. I was I was gonna wear a dress and I was gonna get dolled up and put on more makeup, but then I decided that I thought about it and I was like, you know what? I don't want to be somebody that I'm not. And the person that I am doesn't really wear eyeliner, doesn't really do mascara. I don't wear foundation. I wear dresses every once in a while, but not really. I am a shorts, sneakers, cozy sweater, little bit of eyeliner kind of gal. And I would rather people hang out with and get to know the real me and like me for who I am than get dressed up and feel I don't know. Something about putting on a ton of makeup and getting all done up like that makes me feel I'm wearing a costume. And I'm not myself, and I get really anxious and uncomfortable. I think it's amazing when other people can do that. And I think it's so cool when other people do all these really beautiful cosplays and all sorts of cool shit. I get anxious. So I think we can all concur with Cotton that Kaiju Kanajo is super gorgeous. Shut up, dude. Shut up. Bray Doss, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. The cherry on top for Cotton's Jessica Rabbit cosplay would have been if she said, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way. That would have been so funny. But I was going to say, speaking of meeting very famous spicy content creators, and speaking of seeing Kono, I think Kono found a new girlfriend at the TwitchCon this year. Nash Boy Blue, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Hello, hello. I think Kono found a new girlfriend at TwitchCon. Anyway, here's a creator that he got a chance to meet. Bro was so happy. I have never seen this man smile that big in my life. And I've met Kono many times. And I've never seen him smile like that before. My back just cracked looking at this. Bro has the biggest fucking shit-eating grin that I have ever seen. And it's beautiful. 2 reasons to smile, exactly. No, I don't blame him. This is what Kono lives for, okay? He's unapologetic about it. Completely unapologetic. We're gonna have ads starting in about 6 seconds. So we'll be back, and I'll tell you guys more TwitchCon stories as soon as we're back, gamers. I love that man. He is crazy. He's so funny. He is hilarious. All right, we're gonna have ads here in a second. And we are going to take those boobies away. Everybody say bye, boobies. Goodbye. Bye, boobies. Yes, I will say, he works out to carry women who are stacked like that. He does. It's what he lives for. Lives, breathes, sleeps, dreams for. So funny. It's literally his goal to have boobies, or have a woman with boobies that big as like a girlfriend or a wife. I think he would wife that girl. Uber big win for Kono. Wait, I don't even know what size this is looking at it. Like a 747 sized win for Kono. How are her shoulders? Like, damn. I don't think you can wear a bra at that point. They don't. No, I can see a little bit of a bra strap in that picture. He's paying for his fiance's surgery. There's tea there, but it's not mine to share. So, I don't think he's paying for his fiance's surgery anymore. That's where I'll leave it. It's for Kono to talk about when he's ready to talk about it, but I don't think he's paying for her surgery anymore. Anyway, chat. Anyway, chat. We'll move on from that one. Find out on Saturday that he's married. Damn. As someone who'd love to have a girlfriend that's a head taller than me, I ain't gonna judge a man. Yeah, no, dog. People like what they like. People like what they like, okay? They like what they like. So, that was a partner party. Partner party was goated. I had so much fun. I had never hung out for like any period of time with Papa Mutt before. I've met Papa Mutt and like we've chatted before, and like we're kind of like this friends of friends kind of situation where like people in my friend circle also kind of run and people in Papa Mutt's friend circle, but like we've never really like interacted before or anything like that. But I got an opportunity to hang out with him for like an hour at the partner party, and like, are we down? We're back. Refresh the stream, chat. Refresh the stream. Refresh. We went down for a second. I don't know what happened. We had an internet hiccup for a second. But we're live. We're live. Don't worry, guys. We're back. We're back. We're so fucking back. We didn't even go down that long. We're so fucking back. Blame the AWS outage. Blame the AWS outage. We are back, though. We don't have any drop frames. Just refresh. We're all good, chat. YouTube, I think, is just fine. YouTube only went down for like a little bit. But yeah, like what I was saying is I was saying that I've never gotten a chance to like hang out with Papa Mutt like in any sort of capacity. We've never really chat. We've hung out like in Discord VCs with like a lot of other people in it, and like we've hung out in like collabs before, but we've never gotten like a chance to kind of like talk in like a smaller group setting. This was my first time actually chatting with him. He's so fucking funny. He's really cool. I like him a lot. We didn't hang out again at all the rest of the weekend. But I will say, after getting an opportunity to like hang out and chat with him like that, I would love to get to know Papa Mutt more and hang out with him more. I think he's really fucking cool. He's a cool dude. Did I ever get that beer from him? Yes, I did. He did eventually give it to me. Thank you very much. Only the website is live for me and I can't get it opened on my phone, so I can't hear you. Oh no! We are back. If you refresh, it should work. He can't hear me though. Oh well. 07. Rip stream. Screen is black for me? That's crazy. What if I just like change scenes really quick? What if we do this? I just switched to non-mod view to see you. I feel like everybody else can see me kind of fine. Restart your mobile apps, boys. Restart your mobile apps. Restart your mobile apps. Open and close it. We should be Gucci. Let me know when you guys are. It might just be people who are watching on mobile that are having issues. I refuse. No, it's okay. I'm on PC. Weird. Well, it sounds like you can hear me now, at least. We didn't break everything. Mods are broken run. Oh, no! YouTube is fine. If you guys want to watch on YouTube, I guess. We're gonna stop and restart. I can't because it's. Actually, I can. Hang on. YouTube is fine. I'm leaving YouTube up. I'm leaving YouTube up. YouTube is fine. We stopped and restarted. Refresh on Twitch. How we hanging in there, chat? How we hanging in there? Are we so back? Are we so back already? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? We so back, chat. Yippee! Yippee! Wahoo! Your kaiju don't dance, and if she don't dance, well then she isn't a kaiju of mine. I do like dancing, chat. I do like dancing. We're so back, loud and clear. Perfect. Perfect! Okay, cool. Ads are starting again. Ads are starting again. So anyone who has that, oh, you can check in again. If you're on Twitch, you can do check-ins again. YouTube is fine. We did have stuttering issues, but I did reset, so we should be okay. Did I bork my stream? It went down. OBS went down. Happens. Happens to the best of us. 07 viewership numbers, but it's fine. It'll figure itself out. Classic OBS scuff, I know. Well, it gives me an opportunity to have some water. Stream streaks already breaking. Ah! What do you do? Have you tried punching it? No. I have been thinking about getting a better router though. Because my home setup is so fucking scuffed. Absolutely fucking scuffed. But there's not really much that I can do about it, you know? Without like dropping a couple of Spitty! Spitty, it was so good seeing you this year. Oh my goodness. Guys, I don't know if I told any of you this, but I gave Spitty a big wet kiss. A big ol' wet kiss. I've never kissed Spitty before, but she got a big ol' kiss from me. Bork! It was very juicy. I know. It's covered in Kaijuice. Thank you so much, Last Hope, for gifting a sub to Dragon Spit. I appreciate it. And for the hype train. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for the hype train. Hey, yo. Well, at least we got the stream refreshed and it's back up. Start a hype train by gifting to Spit. Love you both. It was so nice seeing you. Genuinely. I had such a good time hanging out with Spitty this year. I was so happy to see you. Me too! Dude, I was messaging her earlier because so I'll tell you guys this. We're almost back from ads. You got 17 seconds. I'm being polite to the ad watchers. I know there's not many of them, but there are some. So I'm being nice to you guys. We're being polite. We got 5 seconds left. Done. Back from ads. So I actually messaged Dragon Spit about this because I was like going crazy. Let me grab stuff. Actually, I'm gonna grab stuff. Hold up. Hold your horses, chat. Hold your horses. Okay, I'm back. I'm showing you guys something. Longest 5 seconds of my life. I know. I'm showing you guys something. So, Dragon Spit is such a fucking sweetheart. Okay? Dragon Spit is such a fucking sweetheart. And one of the big things is that, you know, it's really common when you go to TwitchCon for like VTubers that go to the convention center to have things like, you know, maybe a sticker or two, maybe a business card that they'll give to you if you come up and meet them, right? Dragon Spit is the most extra bitch that I've ever met in my life. Lovingly. That is how you use the loving term bitch. Chat. Dragon Spit is the most extra bitch I've ever met in my goddamn life, chat. Because I go to TwitchCon, right? And I'm like, oh look, it's Dragon Spit, my wife. I love her so much. And you know what she hands me? She hands me a fucking Ziploc bag with a Dragon Spit branded chocolate bar, hand sanitizer. I don't know if I have all of it because everything is a mess, but I will open this up and I will show you guys. Hand sanitizer, chocolate bar. She also has, I'll move out of the way so you guys can see this shit. She has a full tsundere spit print. A full tsundere spit print? What? Like what? Like a full print sticker? I got a Dragon Spit sticker? I got a pin? A Dragon Spit pin? A freaking keychain? She gave me a keychain, chat. Like, what is this? Look at this. Look at all this merch that she, like, literally just hands out to people who come up and say hi. Like, you are so extra. And this is literally, like, the craziest, nicest. Do you know how expensive these things are? Like, Dragon Spit had to, for all the containers that she had of these packs to give away to people, she had to have spent like hundreds of dollars putting together these goodie bags to give people at TwitchCon. And like, no wonder your fans are feral for you. I saw more people carrying their Dragon Spit plushies to TwitchCon and the VTuber meetups than I saw any other VTuber plushie. That is a lie. That is a lie. There is only one other VTuber plushie that I saw more, and it was Matara, solely because Matara was selling her plushies at the con. I don't think any other VTuber had more fans bring their plushies to the con to meet their Oshi than Dragon Spit. Momo's bought Momo plushies at the con. A crazy amount of people brought their Spit Plus plushies to the con. And I'm like, Dragon Spit is the most deserving of that kind of feral love because she gives so much, I mean, literally hundreds of dollars in merch back to her fan base just out of sheer love. Like, Spitty is wonderful. And if Spitty is not your Oshi, you need to go watch more Spitty, because she is absolutely wonderful. Hi, Doling. How are you? Hello, hello. Hi. How are you? My Spit plushie is on the chair next to me. Yes. Yes. Momos are adorable. Momos are adorable. Momos are adorable. I really wanted a Momo plushie, but I didn't wind up getting one. I was really broke. I was really broke by the end of con. I balled out a little bit too hard. About to take off. Have a good flight. Stay safe, Spitty. I hope you have an amazing flight. Hi, Red Scotsman. How are you? Hello, hello. Thank you for the super kind words. Of course, baby girl. You are amazing. And I was so happy to get to spend more time with you than I did last year. I was so happy to spend time with you. We had so much fun. I really enjoyed it. So, here, I'll scoot back. We'll go back to the just chatting screen. There we go. We'll go back to the city. So, yeah. there was a lot of really cool merch at the convention center. Two things that I was there's 3 things I was really tempted to buy, but I didn't. One of them was like Momo merch. There was a lot of like Momo plushies and things like that. And I was like, oh, that's really cute. I'm broke. The second one, there was so much Fuwamoko merch. And like, I don't know what it is about those little dogs, but Bow Bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow. I love those little dogs more than anything. Those little dogs make me so happy. Okay, chat? Bow, bow. I love those pups. So I saw so much Fuwamoko merch and I was like, I want that. But no, I'm being good. I'm behaving. I'm being good. Where it's really easy to spend money at conventions. For me, I spent a lot of money on, I was going in with a really small budget in the first place because I've been spending a lot trying to get the debut ready. So I knew in the first place when I went into the convention that I was going with a really small budget. But then I got invited, Ava invited me, Vil, Nekomiki, and Nekomiki's mod Del Shark to go to sushi dinner. But it wasn't a normal sushi dinner. Vegas Bear, hi!
What up?
Thank you so much for the 2 months, dude. We're just talking about my TwitchCon experience. And I know that Nekomiki and I, we like each other very much, but Nekomiki and I have very different friend groups. She hangs out with Air's management agency and like the people in her talent agency a lot. I know Ava and Vil have their own friend group that they were planning on hanging out with a lot, and I had my own friend group that I was planning on hanging out with a lot. And so they invited me to dinner, and I was like, you know what? I really, really want to go have dinner with you guys. Because I know that if I don't go, I won't really have an opportunity to like sit down and hang out with them for a couple hours. It would be like my only opportunity. But the dinner was $175 per person. So that was my entire TwitchCon budget, chat. That was my entire TwitchCon budget, chat. Also, hi, Dan. How are you? We went to a super, super fancy omakase sushi restaurant that the chefs hand-selected all of the different fish for us to eat and made us course after course after course of like the highest end grades of sushi possible. The heck is that expensive sushi? It was like a 7 or 8 course dinner with drinks. We also had alcohol. How's TwitchCon? It was wonderful. I had a very good time. So I went in and like I was like, okay, my budget for this entire weekend, because I'm like pretty conscious about like I don't want to spend too much money. Like I don't want to like, you know, cons are expensive. I don't want to spend too much money. So I went in with a number in mind. I was like, I don't want to spend more than like, I think I set a budget of myself for like $350 for the weekend. I went over it a little bit because of the sushi. I think I spent $400 for the whole weekend. But honestly, at the end of the day, $400 for the whole weekend is not terrible, right? You know, it's not that bad. When like it's San Diego, and I didn't really buy any merch. It's just that downtown San Diego, the food is crazy expensive. Literally going out for dinner, like even at just like a regular restaurant, is gonna run you like $35, $40 per person. Like it's crazy down there. Like even if you're being like really budget conscious and getting like, I'm gonna get pasta, I'm gonna get pizza, it's like $30 plus a person. It's crazy. Hi, Ken and Bon. How are you? Hi. For TwitchCon, that's not bad at all. Yeah, exactly. So that was 175 hertz, my Eastern Central European heart. That's over 2 weeks of home-cooked food for me, easy. Same, dude, same. That is literally more than 2 weeks of full meals for me. But it was kind of like a once in a celebratory experience, right? And like the way that I think of things is that like if I have to spend less money on buying stuff like Gundams that I want, or merch that I want, or like cute tchotchke things, or clothes, or whatever, so that I can have like a couple hours of like a really amazing experience with my friends, that's more important to me than any of the like physical things that I could buy for myself, you know? Like that is far more important to me. Spending time with my friends and spending money on like having a really great experience with them, you know? Beast Plank, Sacred Pigwin, thank you for the check-ins again. Did I hear about what happened to that one streamer? Yeah, I did. We'll get into it more. We have a lot to talk about. We're still discussing. We're still running through all the stuff that happened. But so that was a really, really awesome experience, you know? Memories over merch. Exactly. Memories over merch. And like the other thing is that I knew I could do that because I knew I could spend a lot of money on like one really nice dinner with my friends because your girl managed to get invited to a lot of actual industry events this year, chat. Like, this was my first year as partner, and instead of being like, oh, I want to go to the VTuber parties and trying to get into the VTuber parties and like, you know, getting sad if I didn't get in and stuff like that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna apply to get into events being hosted by indie game studios. So I actually, let me find some pictures. Hold up. I'm gonna have to open Discord and like make sure that I don't dox myself. I will pull up some pictures. I went to this private party being hosted by an indie game studio where they had like an entire catered dinner and open bar available with like cocktails, wine, mixed drinks. They were literally serving like grilled steak and like all kinds of like really like fancy stuff, like grilled let me find the pictures. They had like grilled steak, they had like sliders, they had like these fancy salads, like grilled roasted vegetables, like a whole bunch of feta cheese stuff, and I was like, oh, here we go. Here's the pictures I took. I'm gonna copy the links and post them in my browser so that I can open these up because I don't have them all on my phone. Copy link and post. So it was super cool. I got to meet the game devs. Here's the pictures of what I got to eat. I was so excited. I love food, chat. I don't know if I can fully explain how much I fucking love food. This was free. This was all free, chat. This was free 99. I did not pay a single dollar for all of this food. And they were literally walking around. I was not expecting this when I signed up for like an indie game company party, but they were like, literally they had like waiters walking around with like fancy little suits and hors d'oeuvres, and they were like, piece of steak, madame? And I was like, yes, I will in fact have a piece of steak. Thank you very much. And so because it wasn't a VTuber party, it was actually kind of funny. I didn't see any other VTubers there until like the very, very end. I spotted a couple of VTubers there. So I went with my manager because I invited him as my +1. And so we just like sat down and we started talking to like the first girl that I sat next to and met. And oh my God, chat. It was so cool. So like she's not a VTuber, but I made a new friend. She's also a Twitch partner, but her only content that she makes is she drives sports cars and motorcycles. And I was like, I love sports cars and motorcycles. Do you want to like be my best friend now? She does IRL content doing sports cars, repairing cars, and doing motorcycle content. And I'm like, you are literally the coolest. I'm so glad I didn't go to the VTuber party because she was like the coolest person that I met. Like we sat down and we got to play game demos. I got to meet some of the game devs. I had a bunch of business cards printed and I fixed up like my website a lot to like show that I'm really interested in doing voice acting gigs. And so I was handing out my business card constantly to being like, oh, hi game dev, here's my information. I'm looking for voice acting gigs. If you're looking to hire like a female voice in your game and you're wanting to give someone newer a chance that you haven't worked with before, I'm available. Here you go. You can contact me about rates and projects and I'm open. I was literally handing those out like candy. It was so cool. It was very fun. I was really excited that I got an opportunity to do something like that. And that was only one of the industry parties that I went to. I would love to hear you voice act. Well, I'm going to be making an ASMR YouTube channel soon. That has been on the list. I've been looking specifically for an ASMR content editor. So I'm working with Ava to see if we can find myself like a good ASMR content editor and maybe put together some stuff for YouTube. Hi, Sabul. How are you? Hello, hello. So yeah, the two of us hung out for a while and then I don't remember what we did. Oh, wait a minute. I remember what we did after that. We went out with, so like I said, I roomed with Ava and Vil. But we have different friend groups and different people that we hung out with. So the two people that I would say I hung out with the most at TwitchCon this year were two of my very bestest, closest friends, Amuki and Finari. And I spent so much time getting to hang out with Amuki and Finari this year that like my heart is so full of moth girls. And frankly, what is a kaiju girl without her little moths? You know? What's a Godzilla without their Mothra? Venari had a balloon, right? What? What about a balloon? That Friday night was crazy? Yeah. Oh my gosh. There's a video game character named Miyamoto Musashi from Fate Samurai Remnant that smiles like you and Marin. Oh, really? That's crazy. So, I have my moth harem. Do you guys want the crazy story, though? Do you guys want the crazy story about what happened? She had to wear it because her plushie got 400 orders? Oh, did she really? Duh, yes, always, always, always. Okay, so I went to a party. Right, I went to a party to meet up and hang out with Amuki, Finari, who else is there? Radia, Digi. It was a party that was being hosted by Heavenly Father at a very, very interesting bar. I've never been to a bar like this before. So this bar was called Trailer Park After Dark, which is... You're like, if you think of a bar named Trailer Park After Dark, you're like, I wonder what the vibes are like. I wonder what the vibes down there are like. It was a bar that was in a basement. And I was like, okay, that's odd. So I go down in the basement and it was nothing like I was expecting. Okay, this bar was completely decorated with fake palm trees and then a whole bunch of tables. And then they're like private party section areas. They built... Shh, no barking. Shh. They built trailer camper vans. They somehow disassembled trailer camping vans, brought them down into the bar, and reassembled them down there so that the private party rooms were literally just trailers. And then they decorated painted the outside of the trailers to look like a shitty patio furniture that you would find at a trailer park, okay? And also, they were playing nothing but like early 2000s hits. Like straight up early 2000s, like late 90s hits. And oh my god, Chad. That was the most insane bar that I think I've ever been to in my life, guys. So we were down there and we were partying and we were having a very, 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 very good time. And Amuki is having a very, very, very good time. And Fenari is having a very, very, very good time. And we're all drinking and we're vibing and we're hanging out. Hi, Sarisa. How are you? Can we get a shout out for Sarisa, please? We're vibing. We're having a good time. And then all of a sudden, Fenari comes running up to me and Amuki comes running up to me and she's like incredibly scared. And she's like, Maki, Fen's missing. And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean Fen's missing? She's like, Maki, Fen's missing. And I was like, what are you talking about? Fen's missing. She's like, we have to find Fen. She's missing, Maki. And she takes off running. And I'm like, oh, uh-oh. So Fen starts running through the entire bar. There's like a search party that begins looking for Fenari. Amuki's running outside to see like if she was wandering down the street or something. And me, being a reformed... Oh my gosh, puppy, quiet. Me, being a reformed party girl, I was like, hold my beer, chat. And I go to the bathroom. And guess... Passed out? No, but because I also have no shame, I go to the bathroom and I start peeking under all of the stalls because I'm like, you know what? No one's gonna mind if I'm peeking under the stall. And there's Fen in the bathroom. Having a nice toilet hug. Except Fenari had locked herself in the stall. So never before have I ever had to do this in my life. I had to army crawl on a bathroom floor completely covered in piss to get into a locked stall to get Fenari out of the bathroom. And so I became a piss tuber for her. At least you got him. I got her. What was she doing? She was having a good old prayer session to the porcelain goddess herself, you know. Couldn't I have just climbed over? No, because they went to the ceiling. There was no possible way that I was going to climb over. Why didn't I just use my keys to turn the lock? Yeah, my keys that I magically have. Should have kicked it down. Yup. So I may or may not have gotten completely covered in piss and or other various floor substances to rescue Fenari from the shackles of a bathroom. But I was like, I immediately called Fen and I was like, I immediately called Amuki and I was like, I got her. I found her. I know exactly where she is. Don't worry. So you could have just jimmied the lock. You had better options. I didn't have keys. I watched afterwards, right? Well, see, the thing was, The thing was, thank you so much. This is great. You're welcome, dude. You're welcome. So the funniest thing was, so we eventually got Fen out. We got her out of the bathroom. And I was like, I was with my manager and I was looking at him and I was like, bro, like, I literally just army crawled across a bathroom floor and held a girl's hair back for like 45 minutes. I need a drink. And he looks at me and he's like, Maki, you smell like an outhouse. Like you smell like a dumpster. Like you're not allowed to go back in that bar. You're going home and showering. And I was like, okay. All right. That's so valid. That's so valid. You're not wrong for that. And I made the walk of shame back to my hotel. Fucking 20-minute walk back to my hotel, completely covered in somebody else's piss. And I walk back into the hotel, and Ava and Phil look at me, and they're like, how is your night? And I'm like, don't fucking ask. Please don't ask me about my night, guys. Please don't. I was like, I'm way too sober for this, guys. I'm way too sober. There's a non-zero chance some of that was Fen's. I may or may not have had my body covered in Fen's piss, okay? You know what? May or may not, just like a little bit of piss. Now you wonder why kids these days don't like to go out at night. Damn, bro, damn. I found this channel completely randomly and it was totally worth it. Well, I'm glad you're here and welcome in. Strider! Congratulations on redeeming VIP, bro. VIP! Again. Do we take away your mod sword and give you VIP now? That's what you guessed for saying go piss, girl? Twitch's #1 piss tuber. Thank you. I will take that title. Thank you very much. I worked very hard for it. We're going to have a 5-minute ad break really quick. My dog needs to pee really bad. So I'm going to let him go pee. I'm going to let you guys go pee. And I promise you I will be back, not 5 minutes, probably just a couple of minutes. Oh, thank you so much, Skyfire, for gifting a sub to Warsaw Pete. That's so nice of you, dude. Holy shit. Thank you. Did it not occur to you to break the door or ask this manager of yours for help? You know what? I wasn't gonna bring a dude into the women's restroom. I wasn't gonna do that to him. I wasn't gonna go to my manager and being like, hey bro, do you mind going into the women's restroom for a second? He would have been like, I'm not dealing with you anymore tonight. Poor dude already had to deal with me so much. It was crazy. But okay, we're gonna run a 2-minute ad. I'm gonna let my dog go pee. I'm gonna go pee, and we're gonna be right back. Have a good night, John. I appreciate you being here. And I have more stories to tell you, okay? I have a couple more stories to tell you. I'll be right back. Hold, chat, hold. Give Hara VIP? Give Hara VIP! Congratulations, Hara. You now have VIP thanks to Strider. There you go. Enjoy your VIP. I didn't know you didn't have VIP in the first place. Wow, I'm a bad friend. All right, I'll see you guys in a second. Hold on. Hold. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I'm coughing so much. Hi, chat. I'm back. Hello. What music is this? It's a pop. It's just some random YouTube playlist called Future Funk. Hyper. I don't know. Future Funk. It's very cute. So, no, Hara, you helped it happen so fast. It was crazy. It was crazy. Thank you again for giving me a shout out to your community. That I really did appreciate it. It was very nice of you. Like, genuinely nice of you. So, doesn't sound like Future Funk. Let me pull up what it's called. It's on a playlist here. It's called Retro City Pop. That's it. Retro City Pop vibes. It's a bop. I like it. It's just like some random lo-fi playlist that I found that explicitly said it's copyright free, so I can't get copyright striked on YouTube for it. But, hi Nyars, how are you? Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hi, hi. I had another story to tell you about TwitchCon this year. So, did I crawl through dog piss this time? No, I didn't. I'm not the piss tuber like that, chat. I'm not. I swear I'm not. I swear I'm not. So, if you missed it at the beginning of stream, I was talking about how this year at TwitchCon, I roomed with Ava and Vil. And my wonderful, beautiful friends got engaged at TwitchCon. And it was so exciting. We had like a whole celebratory dinner for them. It was wonderful. And then we decided to split up for the night because they were going to an event. And then I was going to... Oh, hang on. Doc sounds like he's getting into something. Hang on. Hey! Oh no, it's you. Okay, never mind. Never mind, it's blind. He's getting into snacks. I thought the dog was tearing into something and it was just blind getting a snack. So, hi Evelyn! Oh, I got to meet Evelyn at TwitchCon this year. But yes, so Ava and Vil got married at TwitchCon, got engaged at TwitchCon this year. And so we went out for a celebratory dinner and then the three of us split up. Right? Because I was going to go hang out with some of my friends, and they were going to go hang out with some of their friends. So the friends that I planned on meeting up with were, I was meeting up with Red Claw, I was meeting up with Digital Vagrant, I was meeting up with Radia, and I was meeting up with Kono. And we all planned to go to a bar together, right? So I was out at the bar and we were like, it was a very low-key bar, like we were having a fun time and vibing and just like having drinks and enjoying ourselves and whatever. And I realized while I'm at the bar, I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no, guys. I have a really big problem. Low-key bar? You went to a Norse bar? No. It was like a tavern style. Well, I guess kind of. It was a tavern style bar where everything was like wood and they were just kind of playing like old school, like emo hits, I guess. It was very cool. I was sitting there and I was having drinks and I was like, guys, the two people that I'm rooming with at TwitchCon got engaged. I can't go back to my hotel room tonight. For obvious reasons, I don't think I can go back to my hotel room tonight, guys. I mean, you could. There was a cuck couch in our room, so I guess theoretically I could have gone back to the hotel room and hung out on the cuck couch. But yeah, I was sitting there and I was like, uh-oh, I don't think I can go back to my hotel room tonight. What do I do? And then Red Claw was like, don't worry about it, dude. Like, you can hang out with us, like, as late as you want. And I was like, okay, bet. And because Maki is the master of bad decisions, Red Claw and I stayed out drinking till 4 o'clock in the morning. Just kept drinking and I was definitely like, Red Claw, it's not peer pressure. It's just time for another drink. And he was like, you got it. It's time for another drink. Sounds like someone forgot they're not 21 anymore. And if you wanted to know why my voice is so fucked today, chat, that's probably why. I would guarantee you the reason why my voice is so raw today is I was out till 4 a.m. with Red Claw, Radia, and Digital Vagrant, and we were drinking the entire time. It was a night. Anyway, I got to know Red Claw a lot better. Red Claw and I've hung out before, but last year at TwitchCon, we interacted for maybe an hour or two tops, and I was like, he's cool, we should hang out more, and then nothing ever came of it. Red Claw and I hung out literally for an entire night, and dude is hella cool. Stream again? Fucking damn it. Is it back? Did we just have a hiccup? I think we just had a hiccup, guys. Stream is fine? Okay, sick. I can imagine you just went back to your hotel room, drunk as fuck, ignore Ava and her fiance, and plop onto your bed and go to sleep. Yeah. Just a hiccup. Okay, cool. Just a hiccup. Good. I'll have to figure out why we're having internet hiccups. It's being a little goofy. It's been goofy today, but this is my first time back at streaming. 4 a.m., that's way past last call. Yes, it is. It is, in fact, way past last call. But not for the hotel bar. The hotel bar was open way past 2 a.m. Hotel bar was open a very, very long time. Is that legal? I don't know. But I was certainly excited for it. Amazon Web Services having issues. That's probably why we're having stream hiccups today. But yeah, it was so fun, guys. It was so fun. I've never I've been friends with Red Claw. We've done collabs and stuff, and we've interacted and stuff. Probably figured, fuck it, we're making enough money to eat whatever fees we incur. Probably, dude, probably. So I've never really hung out with Red Claw too much before, but oh man, it was so much fun. He's very, very cool, and I was so excited that him and I got to spend some more time together and hang out with each other. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to do more collabs and stuff in the future because we had so much fun. We were literally laughing our asses off the entire night. It was wonderful. I had a great night. And bro saved my life helping me stay out of that hotel room for a long time. Because I at 4 a.m. when I got back to the hotel room, I just snuck in there and I was maybe a little tipsy, but I was dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Bird Dice, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. And that's so good to hear. I enjoy both of y'all. Some more collabs would be even cooler. Yeah, we've tried to set up collabs before. Our biggest issue is that Red Claw's stream time is in the middle of my fucking workday. Extra! Holy shit, dude, thank you so much for the 29 months. 29 months, that's crazy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. So I was hanging out with Red Claw and his manager, Momo, who is very, very sweet. Momo and I chatted for a really long time. And that kind of brings me, I guess, into the last section of talking about TwitchCon with you guys. Bunky! Wow! Thank you so much! Thank you so much for the 24 months! Oh my gosh! Thank you, thank you, thank you! I really appreciate it, dude. Holy shit! Also, hi, Funky! How are you? Hi! That brings me into the last section that I wanted to talk about TwitchCon. Was, for the last day going into TwitchCon, my manager and I realized, we were like, oh hey, we didn't really go to any of the vendor booths while we were out. That's kind of wild. We should probably do that today, since that's like the last day of con. So we decided that we were going to start talking to some of the vendors and see if we could maybe negotiate some, maybe some brand deals or some sponsorships or some like creator codes or some really cool, maybe even just like find like new streaming tools or anything to improve the stream or stuff to work with. So we decided to just take a walk around and look at all the vendors at the convention. And one thing is my mods know this. I have been trying to get into Gamer Supps for a really long time now. And like, obviously everyone knows Gamer Supps is kind of the GOAT for streamers and for like, you know, content creators, especially VTubers with the new V card that they're doing. V card is their new VTuber TCG game that they came out with. And the way that you get a V card yourself is you have to be a Gamer Supps content creator, and then you have to sell enough Gamer Supps as a VTuber for them to add you into their V card rotation. And like, I've really wanted to like open V cards on stream, but they always sell out right away. And like, I really want to be partnered with Gamer Supps, but like they've had their applications closed for a really long time and they're really difficult to get into. So, I was talking about that to like Red Claw and to Momo, his manager, and she was like, well, let's see if we can fix that for you. So she went out of her way to go with me to the Gamer Supps booth with Red Claw and with Radia and with Digi and be like, hey, this is Maki. She's a friend of ours and she is really, really cool. And we think she would be awesome if you guys brought her into the Gamer Supps fold. And got an opportunity for me to like sit there and pitch myself to the Gamer Supps partner manager that is like their official rep. He didn't promise anything. He did say, literally went up with a crew. Yeah, we went up with a crew. Use code Atomic Burp for 20% off. Are we getting a Kaiju flavor soon? Did I start with the bottle fruit or Sharpie story? No, I didn't. Kaiju bath water. That's crazy, dog. That's crazy. But he basically gave me an opportunity to sell myself, and like, I worked. I was like, this is who I am. Like, I'm a VTuber. And he was like, oh, like, we have a lot of VTubers. And I was like, you don't have any VTubers like me, let me tell you. And I like sold hard. I was like, I'm already partnered with Bandai. We do product reviews on stream. Like, I have a code with them. I show off like new product they have coming out, and like people can use my link to then purchase stuff that's coming out. And like, I do hand cam streams, and I do like food tasting streams, and I do like all sorts of like crazy Gundam Warhammer stuff that like your average VTuber is not doing. This is very unique content. There's not a lot of VTubers out here doing this kind of stuff. Like, check me out. Here's my card. I also like sold. I was like, I opened Gundam TCG on stream, and I would love to open V cards on stream too. So it's not a guaranteed thing. But hopefully fingers crossed. Maybe in the next like couple of weeks we hear back from him. He adds me on Discord. I get some information, and maybe we might get a GamerSubs code. We might. And then you guys can't complain to me about when I'm getting a Kaiju piss flavored GamerSubs flavor. That would be entirely up to you guys, because it would be based on how much GamerSubs you order with my code, okay? That's how we get the waifu cup. That's how we get a Kaiju V card, and you can have your own very own Kaiju V card in your own pocket if you buy V cards. But we'll see. I pitched myself as hard as I possibly could. So I did my best, and honestly, that's kind of all you can do in this space. All you can do is pitch yourself. GamerSubs, we don't have anything like that. It would be so cool. Hope it happens. Me too, man. Me too. I did everything in my power. So what would Maki do? Rub one out. Yeah, we'll rub one out just for GamerSubs, chat. We'll rub one out for GamerSubs. Hi, Borger. How are you? Hello. Then I was like, okay, let's go look at some of these other booths and whatnot. And then I spotted something else that was very exciting. Hang on, I've got a picture of this. I sent this to Jacob. This one would face reveal, so I can't show you this. We'll copy the link and we'll do this. As you guys know, I do hand cam streams a lot, right? Like I do a lot of hand cam streams. So, my lighting setup, it's okay. It's not great. I saw this, and this is so fucking cool, chat. Hand cam streams, I know, aren't the most popular things in the world. There's not really a ton of people doing hand cam stuff. But check this out. There was a company that specializes in streamer lighting that had a showcase of a lighting setup for hand cams. And I was like, yo! I need this! So he gave me like a full tour and demo of like all of the products that they have, like all of the lighting. He like moved all this lighting around for me to show me how to like showcase and test it out. And like, I was like, man, this is so cool. So cool. And surprisingly, not as expensive as you would think. This, not the camera, but like, when you think of like lighting stuff, you think like, I was looking at it and I was like, oh, I bet this is like $600, $700 for like just this lamp on the side right here. Like just this little side lamp with like the big fan and the grid is gonna be expensive. No, it was like $275 total. For the lamp, the stand, the casing, the softbox, and the grid on top of the softbox. Which is expensive, but for professional lighting? That's not bad, chat. That's not bad. I was looking at it and I was like, oh yeah, probably $400, $500 plus, something like, I was like, damn, okay. So I got this dude's card. He had so much like extra lighting stuff. He gave me his Discord information and he was like, if you ever just like want to like really just sit down and like do a full lighting upgrade setup, he was like, we have this thing for streamers. Like if you ever get to a point where you're just doing a full system upgrade, we will do all of the lighting for you. Like we will help you pick out the lights that you need. We will walk you through the setup. We'll walk you through the angles. I'll get on a Discord call with you and help you with all of it. What's the company name? That's a great fucking question. I have no idea. Oh, it's Geekoto. Geekoto. It's on this thing right here. I can't, I think I could zoom in. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It's right there. Geekoto. So, Geekoto Gamers. They have like like photography lighting and stuff, but this is their gaming line. And the biggest thing for it with their gaming line setup that I thought was crazy was I was sitting under like all these crazy amount of lights and it wasn't hot. The biggest issue that I have with my lighting setup right now, because I have like photography equipment, but it's like cheap end, like kind of shitty cheap end photography equipment. It's hot, chat. It gets sweaty under all those lights. I was sitting under like 6 different lights and I wasn't sweating even a little bit. It was like very cool, very well like heat, like I don't know if they were using like LEDs or probably LEDs. It wasn't like busting heat out. He said that there's like built-in fans to vent the heat in the opposite direction of you so that the heat is actually being vented instead of just like cooking. Are they LED lights? Yeah, they are. So that was one really interesting thing that I saw, and I have their card, and I have a whole bunch of stuff in my cart now that is going on the maybe when Kaiju upgrades her setup after debut. Because we're upgrading the VTuber model, and then we're gonna upgrade the hand cam setup, so everything looks really, really nice. But I was like, yeah, this is cool. This is cool as shit. I was like, oh man, that's sick. And then there was one last thing. Then there was one last thing.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, what are you interrupting? Are you bringing me a snack?
I need to try this.
I need to try. Okay, hang on. Is this salmon?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hot.
Yeah.
Oh, hot.
Yeah, tomato's hot.
Ha, 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 ha.
Is that not ridiculous?
That's really good.
Isn't that not so fucking good?
That's really good. What is that?
It's like an ancho chili salmon with like a chimichurri cream sauce
Oh, that's really good.
and tomatoes and quinoa.
Wow, that's really good. Everybody say hi, Blind.
Hi, chat. Bye, chat.
Bye. Bye, Blind. Anyway, chat. Anyway, chat. Who the fuck be making chimichurri sauce? Not me. I have to open a webpage on my phone so I can look this up. All right, guys. This is the last thing I wanted to talk to you about for TwitchCon. Can we get some ones in chat if y'all are Warhammer fans up in here? Can we get some ones in chat for the Warhammer fans in here? Oh, look at all these Warhammer. That's a lot. We got a lot of Warhammer fans in here. There's a few who aren't, but that's okay. That's okay. Have any of you guys heard of a company called Monument Hobbies? They make brushes, they make paints, they make professional acrylics. Their paints are amazing. They sound familiar. I love their paints. Rings a bell. I would like to get into army building, but my wallet, they have great paints. Well, guys, while I was at TwitchCon, it happens that Monument Hobbies had a booth where they were doing a paint and take miniatures session where you could go up and you could get little miniatures, and they had all of their brushes available there. They had all of their paints available, and you could like paint and take away like stuff. So I went up and I was just like looking at the products that they had available, and I was like checking them out, and I was like talking to them. And one of the guys that I was talking to, he was like, oh, what kind of content do you do? And I was like, oh, like I do Gundam content. I'm looking at doing Gundam Builders World Cup soon. I just started getting into Warhammer, but I also do Gundam TCG. And he was like, oh, you should go talk to our like head of marketing over there. He's really into Gundam TCG. So I go over and I'm having a conversation with him. He plays in my locals. The head of marketing for Monument Hobbies plays in my Gundam TCG locals. Anyway, chat. We are getting a Monument Hobbies creator code. Monument Hobbies is going to be taking me out for lunch. And then they are inviting me to their headquarters to vlog an entire headquarters tour. To go over all of their products and have an entire vlog of their HQ. And to come hang out with them for the day. And we're gonna get a creator code for Monument Hobbies for anyone who wants to buy their paints or buy their brushes. Not only will my creator code get you guys a discount, but it'll give me a small kickback to support the channel. But also, instead of it just being a small kickback for me, as a creator, they're going to be hooking me up with a whole bunch of Monument Hobbies stuff for me to start using on stream for when I start doing my Warhammer painting. And also, me and the head of marketing are going to be meeting up at some locals to play some Gundam TCG and hopefully play against each other. So that was the big W for the weekend. I was not expecting that whatsoever. Not in a million years. But yeah, that's in the works. I don't have it yet. Obviously, they just went to TwitchCon this year. And so they had to pack up everything and pack it out. So they had a very, very busy week. He told me that their staff is only like 18 people on staff for the whole company. But we're in, boys. We're in. I'm gonna be hanging out with them. We're gonna have some content coming out with Monument Hobbies soon. Hopefully I'll get like a code in the next handful of weeks for you guys to start using. If you buy their paints, if you buy their brushes, you can use my code. We'll get all of that set up. I know that they probably had a very busy week talking to a lot of people at the convention and meeting with a lot of creators, but I'm excited. That was crazy. That was a crazy, I wasn't expecting that at all. Rat is gonna go feral for that. For sure, dude, for sure. They don't dry out like Warhammer paint? Really? Cause it's funny because I was talking to him, right? I was talking to him and I was like, he was telling me about how they're like a pretty small store and like they're a pretty small company. They're working on getting a lot of product out to creators and they're wanting to do more creator deals to get their name out there more and do a lot of Twitch stuff. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like you guys are obviously really small. Do you guys know the majority of stores that your product is available in? Because I've actually seen your guys' stuff in stores before. And he was like, oh yeah, more or less. And I was like, are you familiar with, not gonna dox myself, insert X store here? And he was like, yeah, like I play Gundam TCG there. And I was like, no fucking way! I also play Gundam TCG there. And we were both like, I've never seen you before. And so I like checked through my Bandai TCG app and we literally have never played the same event together. He wasn't in any of my matched history. So yeah, it was crazy, but I'm really excited for that. Honestly, that by itself made TwitchCon so, not just that by itself, but like that was a huge W. Huge W. Maki doxing yourself to random companies is just insane. It's a company, you know? Like if they know my location and where I'm at, like that's all fine. It's all good. Excuse me as I invite Blind to a date. You right, HK? Right? Well deserved. I'm excited, guys. So overall, I had a very, 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 very productive, very, very, very eventful, very fun TwitchCon. I got to hang out with some of my, you know, I'm saying it now, I got to hang out with some of my very, very, very best of friends. And before TwitchCon, Ava was my closest friend, and I didn't really, like, I knew other people, we'd hung out, but I wouldn't call them, like, close friends of mine. But after all of the adventures and all of the crazy stuff that happened at TwitchCon this year, like, I can firmly say that these people are some of the closest friends of mine. And, like, I feel like had I not gone to TwitchCon and had I let last year's really bad, sour experience kind of turn me off from going, I wouldn't have had any of these experiences. And I wouldn't have gotten to, like, bond with people the way that I did, and it was just amazing. This was a really amazing experience. Everyone expects a lot of collabs and hangouts in the future. Yeah, exactly. Expect more Red Claw hangouts. Expect more Radia hangouts. Expect more Digi hangouts. Expect more Fenari and Amuki hangouts. Well, we always have lots of Ava hangouts because we love Ava and Vil. We love both of them, but expect a lot more stuff because it was phenomenal. I feel like we got so much closer than we have ever been just from, you know, actually being able to sit down in a room and spend time with each other without it being like, you know, for content, right? No one was filming. No one was trying to clip farm. No one was, you know, trying to impress somebody else or do anything like that. No one was clout chasing. Like, we were just hanging out and having a very, very fun time together. And I'm so excited to be able to hang out with them more. I can't wait for more of my favorite VTubers to all collab together so I don't have to pick and choose and feel bad I can only watch one streamer at a time with the new rules. Same! Hi, Silverhands. Expect more ad-free hangouts? Absolutely. Expect many, many, many ad-free hangouts. Wait, Fen? Yeah. Mythalion missed the Fen story. Oh, no. Does anyone want to give Mythalion the TLDR of the Fenari story? Not my piss. Not my piss. Other people's piss. Other people's piss, not my own piss. Yeah. I covered myself in other people's piss for Fenari's sake. I saved her life. Yeah. That makes the story worse? No, I don't think it was Fen's piss. It was Stranger's piss. I covered myself in Stranger's piss to save Fenari's life, and now we are bonded closer than ever. I need more context? That's all the context you get now. That's all the context you get now. It might have been Stranger Piss and Fen Vomit. It might have been. It might have been Stranger Piss and Fen Vomit. We are bonded by piss. We are piss tubers together. Yes. Piss tubers forever, chat. Piss tubers forever. Maki had to retrieve Fenari from a prayer session with the porcelain throne. Yes, and I had to crawl across a bar bathroom's floor to get under the stall to do so. I saved her life, chat. I don't know what else there is to say. I saved her life. But to get into stuff, I shall remember this piss tuber title for Fen. Yes. I'm not a stinky piss baby. I'm not. I swear on God, I'm not a stinky piss baby. I'm just a little bit covered in piss, and I did wash myself. Oh, fuck, chat. I took a shower, but I didn't wash my clothes, and I just put my clothes in the bag with all of my other clothes. And I'm wearing a sweater that I took out of the bag without washing it. Right now, I have the sweater on. gonna go shower and go do my laundry, chat. I'm gonna go shower and do my laundry fucking immediately. Oh God, no. Oh. Hang on. Oh, that does not smell good. Yeah, that does not smell good. That does not smell good, chat. Oh gods. Oh gods. All right, chat, we're getting out of here. We're leaving now. How did I not notice till now? I can't breathe, dog. I can't smell nothing. I can't smell anything. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well I guess we're gonna raid out to somebody. Who do we wanna raid out to? Let's check Twitch. Who's online right now? Who's online? Anyway, the very last thing I wanted to add in before I disappear, I met so many amazing people. On the list, we met Cha-Cha, your V-Mom. I met Megalodon. I got to hang out with Dragon Spit. I got to hang out with Spectre, who is doing some amazing art for me for debut. I got to meet, obviously I hung out with Fen and Amuki and Syraxis. I got to meet, who's the other, oh, what? Get blasted, punk. Who's the other moth VTuber? The other moth VTuber. Who's that one? Rookie! Not Yuzu. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Thank you. Juniper. I gotta meet Juniper. Yeah, I gotta meet Junie. Juniper. Thank you. Hi, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. My name is Maki, also known as Kaiju Kanajo. How was your guys' stream? I'm covered in pee. Hello, nice to meet you. I hope you had a good one. I hope you had a good night. I hope you had a good stream. Welcome in. We're talking about TwitchCon and possibly Vomit. Yeah, welcome to the Piss Queen stream. Hello, my name is Kaiju Kanajo. I may or may not be covered in piss right now. Do not sniff. Don't sniff. That's all I can say. Do not sniff. It would be a very bad idea to sniff. Very much so. I would not recommend. 0 out of 10. J Roach, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Welcome in. Hello. I got to hang out with Zolan and Vexoria. I got to hang out with a whole bunch of people. A whole bunch of really, really amazing people that I love very much, that are very awesome. And it made me very happy to spend time with them. We were literally about wrapping up, unfortunately, because... Oh, I also met Peach Jars and Cottontail, and I got to hang out with Papa Mutt and Red Claw and all sorts of really cool people. So it was a great time. Overall, great time. We got sponsors for stream. We got like a whole bunch of cool stuff. Hopefully some new content. Hopefully some creator codes coming out for you. Docile Lime, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Vex and Solon are great. They are really great. They were definitely tired, but we were also all out very, very late, and I don't blame them for being tired because they're definitely more adult than me. Kaiju be moving up. We did so many fun things, and I had a really, really wonderful time overall. I know there was a lot of shit going on about TwitchCon this year, and about bad security situations, and about people who obviously, like, what happened to Emiru was fucked up. And what happened to Emiru was absolutely fucked up and, like, completely unacceptable. The amount of rage baiting that was happening from IRL streamers was fucked up. People yelling slurs to get random reactions out of people walking by. People harassing people smasher passing random women without their knowledge. Erico, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Like, there was some not good things happening at TwitchCon, but I will say, as far as what I went there to do, right? What I went there to do was to my primary thing that I was like, this is what I want to do this year. I've been under a rock. What happened to Emiru? Moonlight Dream, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Welcome in, Raider. How are you? My name is Maki, also known as Kaiju Kanajo. We are talking about TwitchCon. Oh, I should have asked. Moonlight and Moonlight and Rookie, did you guys go to TwitchCon this year? Oh, you were playing with Moon. Oh, that's awesome. Did you guys go to TwitchCon this year? That's what we're yapping about. Did you guys play any games at TwitchCon this year? Not only that Mouse confirmed, hang on. Not only that Mouse confirmed they threw away gifts for the VTuber meet and greet. Just glad you made some memories, and that's something that no one can ever take away from you. No, exactly. We did not. No, that's okay. No, I get it. Yeah, no, it was very fun. I had a very good time. I do think if you guys are both VTubers, Off-Kai though is definitely a lot more VTuber focused, and you don't have to worry about IRL streamers or rage baiters or things like that. Off-Kai, I've heard, has been very, very, very fun. Except for apparently sometimes the smell can... The Off-Kai gets stinky. You know how there's some cons that are stinky cons and some cons that are like not so stinky? Off-Kai's a stinky con. Maybe bring, like if you go to the dollar store and you see packs of like cheap deodorant, I would maybe bring cheap deodorant packs to hand out to people as merch. That's a fun merch idea. Instead of bringing business cards, get printed stickers and put them on tiny sticks of deodorant and hand them out to stinky people. Merch idea! This is my business card to hand out at Off-Kai next year, guys. I'm bringing deodorant sticks with a sticker of me on it with like a little QR code to check out my stream. Come check out my stream, you stinky motherfuckers. You want to smell it up over here? You start throwing deodorant sticks at people? Write it down, chat, write it down. Kaiju stick, write it down, chat, write it down. No amount of deodorant would make up for how much I cooked myself during TwitchCon. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Maki going for the Old Spice sponsor. Hey, man, you gotta grift when you gotta grift, all right? And if Old Spice wants to sponsor me to bring deodorant sticks to an anime or VTuber convention, I'll fucking do it, chat. I'll fucking do it. We don't judge people for being stinky. Only our own streamer isn't a piss streamer and still currently covered in piss. It's not my own piss! It's not my own piss! It's somebody else's piss! It's fine, chat, it's fine. It's not my own piss, it's someone else's, which makes it more acceptable, I think. Maybe. I don't know if that's worse or not. I don't think it's worse. I hope it's not worse. It's not better. It's been fermenting. I'm gonna wash it. Don't worry, chat. I'll wash it eventually. I'll get around to washing it. Washing it will in fact occur at some point tonight. It's been fermenting only for like a couple days. Like 2 days. It's like 2-day fermented piss, which is probably fine. Right? I'm gonna do all of my laundry, guys. We're gonna get some laundry done. We're literally gonna tell Schemy about this. Shh. Shh. Anyway, chat. We're gonna send you off so I can go do some laundry. Cause that sounds pretty poggers. I should probably do some laundry. Since we had so much fun with the moths this weekend, I feel like I should send you guys off to go hang out with another moth. Hey, real quick. Hey, real quick. What does that mean? Hey, real quick. Hi. Hi, Dungeon Runner. Hey, real quick. You have my full attention. Wave. Fermented piss raid. That's... What about moth piss raid? What if we make... You're really beautiful, and you are loved, and I am proud of you, and the world is a better place because you're part of it. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. No, not for... Okay, fermented piss raid. All right. Yep, that's what we're doing. Congratulations. We have a raid message officially, chat. Fermented piss raid. Fermented piss raid. Fermented piss raid. Fermented piss raid. Have a good night, everybody. Go enjoy this moth. She's a very cute moth. Right? She's a very cute moth. I'm sure that you guys will like her very much. And I will see you guys on the flip side. I don't have a schedule out yet, but I'll figure something out for you. Mwah. I'll see y'all later. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Fermented piss raid. Holy shit, thank you so much for the fermented piss raid. Thank you guys. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm being silly. Cause I'm being a silly Billy right now. Being a little goofy goober, you know me guys. It's okay, it can't get me down. I'm still riding the high off of beating the big ass. I'm riding that high forever. God, how do I get to bile water super fast? I guess I can't. Thank you, though. Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a lovely stream. Hope it was great. Hope it was incredible. Hope they freaking sing songs about you. I want you to know something very important. Okay. Oh my gosh. I mean, we just met. But if you want to share secrets and stuff, like... Sure. I won't tell anyone. I will. I will. I'm gonna tell everybody. I would know as soon as you leave. You are beautiful, you are loved, I'm very proud of you, and this world is a better place because you're a part of it. No, now my ego is out of control. Guy, an ego check. It's bursting. It's huge. I am the worst. I am hideous. I am horrifying. There we go. Now I feel a bit better. Feel a bit better now. Feel more at ease. I gotta knock her down a peg. She's gotta become a tyrant now. What have you done? Yeah, where's my stuff? I kind of think the best way to navigate bile water is to just skip everything. Just like ignore like everything. And then it's like so chill. Oh no! I freaking I got on the freaking maggots, guys. The freaking maggots. They're always ruining my life. Where should we go? I guess like all the way up and around. Dude, this map is huge. I feel like some of the places in this game, there's just, it's too much. I like my maps condensed and small. It's too much content for me. Oh, secret room! Secret room, guys. What the flip? Wait a second. Sending out the fucking bugs. Sending out the fucking saws, guys.